everyone. Lord Daimyo here, and I am joined with an amazing, super awesome YouTuber friend, your world champion, Mr. Whawkins. How are you doing today, sir?
I am doing pretty good. How you doing today, Mr. Lord Daimyo?
Oh, I am tired, but I mean that's every day. So
Nah, I hear you.
yeah. Well, today we are joined because we both love the fourth generation of Pokemon, and we decided let's just do a tier list over all the Pokemon from Generation 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
So
I promise you, not all of them will be an S tier.
I agree. I mean, there are some that I don't like as much, but I'm almost feeling this is going to be pretty top heavy from my
Yeah,
perspective.
same here. There's gonna be a few that I'm gonna have to be like, oh, let's just put them in A because I don't see them in .
Right. We're filling up the S spot. Let's just put it down in A. Just overflow.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
exactly.
So if
Yep.
you are a Gen 4 hater, sorry.
Why are you here?
And also, why are you a Gen 4 hater? Like,
Yeah, why?
yeah, exactly. So, they're probably Gen 6 lovers then if they're Gen 4
Oh,
haters. Yeah.
oh, you Gen Sixers, you.
Yeah. Anyways, um, so before we get into it, I just want you guys to make sure if you're not already subscribed to Watkins' channel to go down to the description. I'll have a link to his channel, and you should follow him on Twitter and Twitch, and I think he's got a second channel. And what all else do you have, Watkins?
No, that's pretty much it. The second channel is really just kind of a gaming backlog of some stuff, whether it's on Twitch or I know years ago I had a Kingdom Hearts playthrough that I've been slowly putting back up onto the internet. So,
Mm. Well, I think that's pretty appropriate for Sora just coming out and
yeah,
the Kingdom Hearts games coming out on Switch. So,
yep,
but I mean, if you like Pokemon, you probably like gaming. So, I mean,
exactly.
check out his
Oh
gaming
yeah.
channel. So, okay, if you're ready, let's just jump into it.
Oh, I was born ready for this.
Awesome. Okay, let's start with Torterra. So, before we really start, if you're not familiar, I mean, when I do these tier lists, I just we base them off of just anything. So, I'm not just looking at the design or the type or the stats or anything like that. We're just looking at everything. So if there's one specific thing you're looking for, um, make sure you cool down there in the audience because we're doing it over everything.
Yeah.
So, um, and then for this one, we're just gonna do like the whole family for a lot of these. So for Torterra, we're gonna do the whole Torterra line. So Watkins, I think Torterra is your favorite starter of Gen 4, am I right?
Yes, actually, and I actually have a very warm place in my heart for Turtwig as well. I'll tell the story really quickly.
Okay.
Back in the olden days when Cartoon Network aired, well, excuse me, aired the Pokemon anime, they decided we're gonna give you guys a sneak peek of the fourth gen anime, and they
Oh.
aired the first episode one Saturday night, and I've got exactly the turn of like the events that happened, but all I remember is that chaos was going on in the Pokemon lab, and like Chimchar and Piplup were like trying to get these Starlies out of there, something. Like there's just all this chaos, and amidst the chaos, one lonely Turtwig was there, and he just crawls over to his food bowl and just starts eating it,
Mm.
not caring what's going on
Mm-hmm.
in the lab, all this destruction going on. He doesn't care. He's just eating his food and enjoying himself. And because I was actually torn on who I was going to start with my first playthrough of it.
Mm-hmm.
And with that little moment, Turtwig not only solidified his spot as my starter, but just the rest of the line too. I mean, Grottle's okay,
Yeah, Groundle's okay.
but
Oh my gosh.
is Torterra's a beast.
Amazing. Such a
Yeah.
defensive, tanky ground and grass type. I
Hmm.
absolutely love him. I think Piplup was actually my first that I went with
Yeah.
in Diamond and Pearl, but then on my second playthrough, I chose Turtwig, and I was like, why did I ever pick Piplup?
Yep.
I mean, to be completely honest, Torterra is my favorite starter out of all of them until
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
inevitable
he's up there.
bug starter. Then I'll pick that one. But okay, so needless to say, S tier,
Yeah, needless to say,
of
S
course.
tier. Yep. Yep.
Now one of my least favorites. So you already
Ah,
know where I
yeah.
stand with Infernape. Um, I mean, the second firefighting, like,
Yeah.
and I think I think it's worse than Blaziken.
I think so. I think it's just
Like
a
maybe a little
slightly weaker.
faster or something. Like just
Yeah,
faster. That's it.
yeah. I think Infernape's big thing was speed.
Yeah. So
Um.
not
Yeah.
not great. I don't preferably like him. So what do you think?
I mean, he's okay. Uh, not somebody I would choose immediately.
Hmm.
Um, I'm thinking like just looking at this, either C or D.
Okay, I'm good with D. I don't like
Okay,
him.
cool.
Okay.
Like, and it's nothing against him per se. Like, he can be good. It's just,
Right. I mean,
yeah.
aesthetically he looks cool,
Oh yeah.
but I don't like fire types. Another
Mm-hmm.
firefighting, come on. And when you've got two great starters like these two,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So Empoleon,
Ah, the good
that's
old steel water
I know
type.
I think the only steel and water type. Like Game
Yeah,
Freak, make another
so
one.
yeah. Well, I mean, I mean, spoiler alert, they just made a normal ghost type.
I know. I know with that Hisuian Zoroark, so they can do a
Ooh,
steel and water type in these new games.
yeah.
I love Empoleon.
Mm-hmm.
The typing's awesome. He looks awesome. I think it's just awesome. So I
Yeah.
immediately would have put him in A. How do you feel?
A's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, he can be the good old uh spokesperson for A, I think.
I agree.
Yeah.
The bird of the region,
Mm.
Staraptor. Now, I think this is the coolest regional bird. Like,
Yeah.
so much cooler looking and name and attitude than Pidgeot, than Unpheasant,
Oh, definitely unpheasant.
than
What even
even
was
Talonflame. I
unpheasant?
think he's cooler than Talonflame.
Ooh, now that's a hot take, I think.
Well, I mean, Corviknight might be close, but I still think Staraptor's
Yeah.
super, super cool.
See, my biggest thing with Staraptor is I love the fact that when he when he gets fully evolved like this,
Hmm.
he learns close combat.
I know. I know. It's
And
so
like
good.
that just blew my mind
Hmm.
as a kid, being like, "Wait, this bird just learned a fighting type move?"
Hmm. I mean,
Excuse me?
look at him. He looks like if you mess with him, he'll get right up in your face and just start
Oh yeah.
beating you. I mean, yeah, I love this thing. So I want to put him in A right off the bat. What do you think?
I mean, yeah, I'm thinking A, he's just like as good as he is.
Hmm.
I think there are others that reach that S tier a little better.
Right. I mean, I wouldn't put him in S. I think he's the best bird, but he's also still just a regional bird.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree. Uh, Everyone's
S
favorite.
S S.
Okay, I'll
I
just do
mean,
it for the meme.
yes.
I think that what normal in water.
Yeah.
I think that's also a fairly unique type. I don't think there's another
Um
normal in water. I think Azurill's normal and evolves into a normal
yeah.
fairy, or yeah.
I
So
think so.
I think
Yeah.
Bibarel, that normal dual typing's always
Mhm.
they always have unique ones there. So I mean that's
Plus
cool.
he's the perfect utility Pokemon.
Yeah, that's true.
You know.
Agem Slave, he's actually
Yep.
pretty tanky. Yeah.
Like he's just so good. Plus Bidoofs are good boys.
Yeah, that's true.
You know.
Cricketoon with his amazing cry. I mean, I absolutely love that Cricketoon cry in the games.
Yeah. I mean, just for the cry alone, he deserves A.
Yeah, I agree.
Um,
And he's a bug, so
he
A.
is a bug.
I like bugs.
Hmm.
And that mustache is so regal and
That mustache
Majestic.
is regal.
Uh-huh.
But is he an A?
I would say A, but if you
Hmm.
feel like we might be getting too much up here and you feel like he's not A status, we can put him in B. I'm fine with putting him down to B.
I think putting him high B is good.
Okay. Okay.
Cause and that's nothing too much. Kind of like the Infernape thing. It's like nothing against him.
Right, but it's just not up at that level. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh.
Luxray. I mean,
Ooh.
that whole Luxray line is.
Hmm.
I think the only one bad thing is it's not electric and dark.
Yeah, that's the one bad thing, and I think like Luxray, especially with all the extra stuff that has been added into Pokemon, like Mega Evolutions,
Mm-hmm.
other forms and all that. I'm surprised the Luxray line never got anything.
I agree. Well, maybe now's the time with the remakes
Maybe.
and Legends Arceus. I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I fully agree. Luxray is just so cool. And one of my favorite electric types, obviously.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, the only thing is it looks dark. And I think maybe in Generation 3, since they were just adding a dark typing on everything with
Hmm.
like Crawdont and Sharpedo, and that they just decided not to with him, but they really should have.
Yeah, because I mean, the thing is with like Dark having that weakness to fighting,
Mm-hmm.
you could counteract that with static.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
And that I mean that would have been great competitively.
I agree. I mean,
But
S or A is what I'm thinking. I mean, I'll let you decide.
part of me is thinking S
Okay.
because no matter what I do, whenever I've replayed Gen 4,
Yeah.
somehow there's always a Luxray on my team.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yep, like even if I'm trying not to have one, he's just there, and I'm just like, oh, there you are again. How you doing, buddy?
So it sounds like your subconscious wants to go S. So
Yeah,
why deny
yeah.
it?
Because again, like whenever I think Gen 4, I also think Luxray.
Yeah, me too. I
Yeah,
mean, these are like the early game Pokemon,
yeah,
and they're so classically Gen 4.
yeah.
Rampardos.
Ooh.
Now, I was looking at the stats for all these Pokemon, and
Hmm.
I think they really did something special with the fossil Pokemon in Gen 4 because they gave Rampardos such a high attack stat and Bastiodon such a high defense stat that
Yeah.
uh, it's it's miles away from the dumb uh, Almastar and Kabutops that we got in Gen 1. So
Yeah.
I really like these fossil Pokemon. Just being rock type though, uh,
Yeah, that's the one thing. And then like it has its ability mold break
yeah, that's
where
true.
he breaks mold
Yeah,
and I don't know, I never found a use for it with him because he's just rock type.
yeah, I agree. So I think he's great for his stats, like his high attack stat, but then everything
Hmm.
else isn't. I mean, you kind of have to have that balance though for a good Pokemon.
True.
So
Yeah.
I immediately am thinking B. I wouldn't put well B or C. I'll let you pick.
I'm thinking B for
Okay.
Rampardos.
Okay. Now, my favorite of the two, the one I always chose was Bastiodon because I like
Oh.
Steel type. Um,
So I've rarely ever used a Bastiodon.
oh.
Yeah, I've always kind of used Cranidos.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I don't really have many feelings towards Bastiodon.
Okay.
Because I think they were also version exclusive.
I
I
think
think they were.
no, maybe, but I think also maybe in the original Diamond and Pearl you got to pick, and then maybe
Okay,
in like the later versions they were version exclusives.
maybe.
I'm not sure, but I
Yeah.
even though I like him more than Rampardo, since you're kind of
Hmm.
indifferent, I think B is pretty safe. You
Yeah,
think?
that's fine. Yeah.
Now these two, I split them
Ah,
because they're kind of different. I mean, it's the same
useless.
family, but they're kind of.
Useless.
Well, hey, I like bugs,
True.
so We'll start with Wormadam, and I only did the grass form, but as you remember, she's got a sand form and a trash form, which
Yeah.
makes it Bug and Steel, Bug and Ground, or Bug and Grass. And might I say, besides Nincada, the only Bug and Ground. So,
Right.
but yeah, I kind of agree with you. Not great bug
Yeah.
Pokemon.
I'm just trying to think of E or F. That's where I'm thinking. Like,
Well, I think my bug bias needs to at least have it in D, or one of these two has to be in D.
um,
I mean, Motham's just a bug and flying,
true.
so I think the diversity with Wormadam needs to go in D, and then we can put Motham in E. What do you think?
You know what? I think I'll give it to you.
Okay, I mean they're bugs.
I'll give it to you.
I can't put a bug in F tier,
I know. I know.
except for
I don't blame
Leafeon.
you.
So I mean,
Yeah. Oh,
Vespiquen though.
put this goddess in S right now.
I agree completely.
Put
I
her in
agree
S.
completely.
I wish I knew. I wish I could remember what game who I was watching, but it was somebody's playthrough of Diamond and Pearl, and they had a Vespiquen that just swept anybody that they were facing.
Yeah, I mean Vespiquen is like low key, just a surprise because you never
Yeah.
think, and then just sweep that attack order, the heal order, like yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think kind of tanky too with the stats.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
love
I'm
Vespiquen.
kind of glad you didn't put male Combi in this
No, it's.
because he would have been the spokesperson for F tier.
I would agree. I would agree. That's basically a useless Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a male Salandit too. Like you don't
Yep.
want those. So
It's like why? Why
I
if you're not going to give them male variants?
I agree, but I mean for bees it makes sense.
It does, yeah.
For lizards,
Yeah, it's just like, yeah,
yeah,
okay, sure.
yeah. Patrisu, the
Oh, hi,
Pikachu
Pikachu.
clone. Yeah.
Um, mm,
I mean, I like how
mm,
it's a squirrel and not another mouse.
true.
But besides
And
that,
it did, do well in that tournament a couple years ago.
oh, I didn't hear about that.
Oh, yeah, it's like, oh, what did it do? It was one of the video game tournaments, and
Hmm.
it basically clinched a win for the guy.
Huh. I think that's just
Like,
weird putting a
I think,
Pachirisu in there.
I think what it did, I think it used like Follow Me or something,
Huh.
and it kept its other like partner Pokemon from dying, and it
Oh.
was able to like take out the rest of the other team.
Hmm.
I think it was something like that.
Well, I mean, any Pokemon could do follow me, so I want to
Yeah.
put him in E. What do you think?
Um, E or D, I'm fine with.
Okay, I'm putting him in E. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
another Pikachu clone.
Yeah.
Floatzel, though.
Mm. I have mixed feelings about Floatzel.
Oh, really? I always hated going up against a Floatzel because it's so fast.
Yep. That's why I love and hate him.
But yeah, that's also why I love him because when I get a Floatzel, I'm like, oh man, it's so
Oh
fast.
yeah.
Aqua Jet plus just
Mm.
the speed of everything. I'm outspeeding everything.
The fang moves you can teach him.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's such a very versatile Pokemon,
I
but
agree.
damn you if I'm fighting you.
Well, I think we've said some good stuff. We said some bad stuff. I think this deserves to be the first C. What do you think?
Yeah, we can put him in C. That's
Okay,
good. Little spokesperson of C.
I agree. Cherim.
Hmm.
I don't like this one. I
I don't
mean,
either.
yeah, a
I don't either.
cherry and it only comes out in the sun. I'm fine with
Yeah.
F. What about you?
Yeah. Go
Yeah,
down there.
I mean, yeah,
Plus your first for warm Cherubi.
yeah.
Just a bunch of cherries that get
Just a bunch of.
eaten.
I agree. Kind of dumb.
Ah, Gastrodon.
Now Gastrodon. This water and grass super tanky boy with two different variants. I
Yeah,
I love it. I mean,
I do too.
okay.
Again, it's one of those ones that whenever I think of Gen 4,
Uh huh.
Gastrodon is one of those ones.
Uh-huh. Fun fact: did you know it was planned for Gen 3 but was pushed to Gen 4?
I did hear about that.
Yeah. Well, and now everyone else in the audience knows too, if anyone watches
Yeah.
this video ever. But I'm thinking A tier.
Um, yeah, we could put him in A tier, I think.
Okay. I don't know about S, but I think A is pretty good.
Yeah, because I think the only thing with Gastrodon is a lot of people use it.
Yeah, and that four
'Cause
times weakness to grass is
yeah, that too.
yeah. There's a lot of
Like an
grass.
easy grass knot could
Yeah, that
beat
take it
that.
out. Now Drifblim, one of my favorite ghosts.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, he's
such
up
a
there.
unique design, so tanky. I would just always do baton pass with my Drifblim.
Ooh,
I just
ooh,
buff some
nice.
stats like the ominous wind, where I'd get all my stat buffs increased by that random
Yeah,
chance, and then just baton pass it away.
nice. So me and Driftblim and its pre-evolution Drifloon, we
Mm-hmm.
there's a story with that one as well.
Oh, let's hear it.
So anytime I've ever restarted like a new game on Diamond, Pearl, or Platinum, I somehow always end up starting it on a Friday.
Yeah.
And then I do that little mission, and it's just like, oh, come back on Friday,
Yeah.
and the Pokemon will be here, but it
Yeah.
doesn't like reset until it's like the next Friday.
Yep. The Valley
So
Windworks, yeah.
I always have to plan my playthroughs to be like, okay, I need to finish that mission on a Thursday. So
Mm-hmm.
I need to start like Thursday afternoon or Wednesday afternoon after school.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's probably the most annoying part about it, but
Yeah.
other than that, a lot of great things about Drifloon and Driftbloom.
I agree with that weird Friday thing. Um,
Yeah.
but I mean, I think the last time they ever did anything like that was in Gold and Silver with like Lapras on like Sundays and stuff. So,
Yeah.
but
So
I,
nothing against him though, so
yeah, I agree. Well then, you thinking C or B?
I'm thinking B.
Okay.
Yeah, keep him high up, yeah.
Okay.
He's still pretty good. He's a good boy.
All right. So,
All right,
let
furries
me
are us.
let me get the sensors for this one.
Yeah.
Lopunny. I think the only Gen 4 Pokemon that got a Mega Evolution.
Yeah. Well, besides Lucario.
Oh yes, yes, right, Lucario.
Yeah.
I always forget Lucario.
Well.
Yeah, Lopunny. So,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I guess another story with this is I had a level 40 Baneri,
Hmm.
and I kept freaking out. I was just like, why are you not evolving? I guess it didn't like me enough for.
Oh, is it a Friendship Evolution?
I think it is.
I always, I, I just assumed with a
Let me
normal
check.
Pokemon it would have been just a level up.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought, but like, it got all the way up to level 40. Let
Yeah,
me
it's
check that real
happiness.
quick.
Yeah, I just looked.
It is
It's happiness.
happiness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yep.
Then that makes it even worse in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So where are you thinking with
C or
this
D?
lady? You know what? Let's give Floatzel a little company up there. I
I
think.
bet he'd like that. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Now the
Is it?
opposite, Perugly.
Oh, this Purugly, and we'll get to Skunk Tank here in a second.
Uh huh.
These two,
Yeah. I
the
always
trouble.
hated going up against them with Team Galactic.
Yep.
Like
But
it's so fast.
yep.
Oh my gosh.
Surprisingly,
Yeah, I
even
know.
though looking at it, you're just like, oh, you're
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah. Yeah. It's insane. Using it for myself, nah. I like
Yeah.
other cat Pokemon more, like Meowstick,
Yep.
but Perugly, nah. So I'm thinking C or D immediately. What are you saying?
Um, let's put it in C right now,
Okay.
because I also want to hear your thoughts about Skunk Tank,
Okay.
because
So
that might change things.
my thoughts on Skunk Tank are basically the same.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there aren't other skunk Pokemon for me to like more,
Yeah.
but always hated going up against it. It was really, really tough to beat. I've never really used it because I like other poison Pokemon more.
Mm-hmm.
It's just basically just a meh for me, like, a C
Okay.
tier.
So I actually used a Skunk Tank recently.
Oh, okay.
Um,
How do you fare for it?
and it actually fared pretty well,
Good.
so kind of the same things about like with Purugly,
Mm-hmm.
but a little better.
Oh,
because
okay.
I think it's also kind of cool that it can learn Flamethrower.
I always forget that,
Yeah.
but yet they
So,
always use it.
yep. They always use it. And
Yeah.
my poor throttle is just like, don't use me against this thing at all.
Um,
Um,
okay, well, are you thinking it's high enough to be in B tier? Because
hmm,
at the end, I'll go through and we'll readjust everything. So if you think it's a high C and Perugly's like a mid to low C, then we can keep him in C for now. Or do
hmm.
you think he's good enough to go all the way up to B? Because I'm fine either way, honestly. I really don't have too strong of an opinion about Perugly or Skunk Tank.
You know what? Let's keep them in C for right now.
Okay, okay.
And if anything changes at the end,
Sure, we can always readjust at the
yeah,
end.
yeah.
Bronzong, the dollar store Metagross. So, which is like the dollar store Solgaleo. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Uh,
not too great.
yeah.
I like steel types, but come on,
Yeah.
you're a bell.
And Bronzor's just, yeah.
Yeah, even worse.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking E.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm thinking E as well.
I mean,
Yeah.
not that bad where it's an F,
Yeah,
but
it's not like a failure and like why do you exist, but
yeah, Cherim and Cherubi, I agree.
yeah, you just kind of come out and you're just like, "Oh, great."
Yeah, Bronzor, great.
Yeah.
Chatot,
Ooh, gimmick Pokemon.
yeah, just a gimmick Pokemon.
Yep.
So immediately with a gimmick, I just want to put him in E or F.
Mhm.
Um, do you have any opposition to me putting him in F?
He has a cool design.
Yeah, the note, the musical note. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I
That's the
mean,
only thing leaning me towards E for him.
and his signature move, Chatter, they've buffed. I mean, they've nerfed it so much. Like you
Ah,
can't
that's
record your
true.
voice anymore. I think the damage went down a bit. Like,
Uh,
yeah. So if
I, I'm
he's
thinking, I'm thinking E because he's not much of a failure. He's just kind of, I guess, disappointing
okay,
now. Now he is.
yeah, okay. Spiritomb. Now between Sableye and Spiritomb, I always liked Spiritomb more.
Yeah.
It just looks so much cooler.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, yeah. His design's a lot cooler, and trying to get him is also
Yeah,
a challenge as well.
even in the newest games, even when you
Yeah,
could get him in Crown Tundra, it was hard to get.
yeah.
Yeah, so I
So it's just like, yeah. Go
always
ahead.
liked that. I always liked that about him. Um, he's got that fairy weakness now, but who cares?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, before the fairy weakness, him and Sableye were always known for not having a weakness.
With that ghost and dark type.
Yeah,
So I want to put him no lower than A. What do you think?
I am in complete agreement with you.
Okay, well then
A
let's.
is where he
I
belongs.
agree.
Yeah.
Garchomp. We got the pseudo legendary. I want to say my favorite pseudo legendary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also a fun one to try to get because he's only in one location.
Yeah. That rough skin is just. You would think something so monstrous to also have that defensive rough skin. That's just insult to injury.
You know,
So I
Ah,
feel like he's got to be S tier.
he's got to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's also synonymous with Cynthia,
Right. And actually,
her
I'm
and her
remembering
Garchomp.
now uh, Mega Evolution on him as well.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I don't know
Yeah.
why I always forget those two. Yeah. These are the
Yeah.
two I always forget are Gen 4 just because they're used out of their generation so much. The
Yeah.
Garchomp and the Lucario. So, Lucario, um, I mean, I think he's like top 10 most popular Pokemon ever. Maybe top 5.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely he's the spokesperson of Gen 4,
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
you know.
So, like, I feel like to not put him in S tier is kind of criminal.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of
Yeah,
like
I mean,
your status, you
yeah.
have to. Like,
Yeah, you kind of have to.
yeah,
Plus he is a really good Pokemon too.
that's very
I
true.
mean, I nicknamed my first one Neji for a reason.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Uh, Hippowdon. I want to hear what you have to say about Hippowdon.
So I actually really like Hippowdon.
Okay.
I like its design. I like that there are two different, like the male and female forms look
Mm-hmm.
different, which
Mm-hmm.
you don't see too much of, like a
Yeah.
drastic change at least.
Yeah, there's a handful, but
Um,
yeah, not a lot.
yeah. Um, its sprite has actually had the most change throughout the generations.
Yeah, I think you're
Cause
right.
yeah, cause like in Gen 4, it had like kind of like what you see here with the
Mm-hmm.
sand kind of covering it, and it's like, oh my God, help me, I'm sinking kind of mindset here.
Yeah.
So that definitely helps too, because like throughout the generations, like I was saying, it kind of start like standing up from the sand,
Mm-hmm.
kind of looking cool.
And then now you don't see any sand at all, which,
Yeah,
yeah.
which is, it is what it is.
Hmm.
Another one that's also interesting to try to get as well, because you could
Mm-hmm.
only get it in a cave,
Mm-hmm.
but you had to like build up the cave. I forgot how you did it. I think it had something to do with the unknown.
I think so as well.
Yeah, it was like you had to capture a certain number of unknown, and
Mm-hmm.
it would like make the cave bigger or something like that. And like making the cave bigger made Hippopotas more uh
Like,
uh
available to.
more available, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
to get. Because in the current time you could only catch like Geodudes or something in there.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's good to hear that you like him because I absolutely love him.
Okay, good.
Like, absolutely.
Yes.
He's so tanky. He's so good. He's so amazing.
Hmm.
I love him. So I just want to put him in S. Are you opposed with that?
I am not opposed to putting my good old Hippo boy into S.
Some Drapion, the has been bug type.
Oh,
Yeah, not a big fan of him losing his bug type. So
yeah, but he still looks like a good bug boy.
yeah, but
At
it
least something.
has been. So
Yeah, I know, I know.
I
Uh,
mean, I don't think there's anything really else too special about him. I mean, I've
he was
never.
he was a staple on my first team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, him and Torterra actually kept it down
Mm, okay.
pretty good. I taught him like the two cross moves.
Oh, right,
It
right.
was yeah, like X scissor and I think cross poison he could
Cross poison.
learn,
Yeah, I think that's
or you
it.
could teach him. I forgot. But yeah, nothing for me. Nothing above A tier.
I mean, if you weren't here, I was gonna put him in F. So
Oh, oh shoot.
he's a has been.
Well then. Oh
What's worse?
my.
What's worse than losing your bug typing? Nothing.
Yeah, I
So
guess. You know what? I'll meet you in the middle and put him in C tier.
okay, okay.
Because
I want to
at
fight
least
you for
he.
D. I want to fight you for D though.
Oh,
I think this might have to be my one and only time I say
you
this is on
veto.
my channel. I have to veto this. He has to. I can't put him middle. I can't have a
Okay,
middle.
okay. All right,
It's
fine.
blasphemous to lose your bug typing. Blasphemous. For what? Dark? Stop. So bad.
Oh.
So Toxicroak's my favorite Gen 4 Pokemon, so I want to put him in
Ooh,
S
okay.
tier. So what do you think?
Either S or A is fine with me.
Okay.
I mean, he's a very good Pokemon, good type coverage too.
Yeah, I mean that 4 times weakness to Psychic sucks, but
Yeah,
looks so
good old.
cool.
Go ahead.
He looks so cool. So
Yeah,
awesome.
and a well timed sucker punch could help you out.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Carnivine.
Oh, you elusive little
Alright.
nugget.
Uh-huh. I feel
I can't.
like this is the second cactus Pokemon out of like 3 or 4 now. I mean,
Oh, cactus.
yeah. Well, it's kind of Carnivine. It's sort of like a viney sort of Venus flytrap sort of,
Yeah.
just a plant sort of thing. I mean, because you got like Maractus, you've got Cacturn, you've got Carnivine. They're all just sort of, to me, they all just blend together.
Okay.
because it's just a dumb plant, you know?
Yeah, but look at his derpy face.
No.
Aw.
And then what in the anime wasn't he always just like eating James?
I think so.
Like who cares? Like come on.
Oh, for me, he's just been so elusive in the games, and because you could only, I think you could only catch him in like the marsh.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Pastoria
their version
City's
of
like
the
Great Marsh or whatever. Yeah.
yeah. Um, and God, he was hard to catch even in there.
Yeah, I'm sure, but I really don't care about him. So I feel like a C it would
Oh
be
yeah, C's
okay.
fine.
Okay, because it
Yeah,
feels like you're sort of liking him, but I'm not.
yeah, and that's the other thing. He's just okay.
Yeah, he's just a dumb plant, I think.
Oh hi F tier.
Okay, you think F?
I'm thinking F.
Okay,
Like
I agree. I don't think we need to say
very
anything else.
very forgettable.
I agree.
Um,
Uh,
yeah, get it down there.
yeah, Abominus Snow.
Obama Snow, you're so good. If it just wasn't for your 4 times weakness to fire,
Huh. I mean,
but
such a cool design and concept,
hmm
and
also with a Mega Evolution,
yeah, I don't know why I keep forgetting. Jeez Louise, there's probably 6 more megas in here just because of this.
probably.
So I mean, but yeah, that snow warning is
hmm
so cool. Abominus Snow, I just think he's so cool. I think A. What do you
Yeah,
say?
I'm thinking A or B.
Okay, I think that 4 times weakness to fire is a hindrance, but
Yeah.
A. I think he can like ingrain and snow warning and blizzard. I mean, that's disgusting.
Yeah, that's just nasty.
Okay, so Rotom's the last like non-evolutionary edition besides
Yeah.
the legendaries. So Rotom, um,
Um, I think it's cool that it has different forms.
yeah, with different types too. That
Yeah,
was really cool.
different forms, different types. Kind of cool that you can get them early on in the game.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
Now he's kind of just been sectioned off to a key item in the games, which
yeah.
is unfortunate. But for Pokemon himself, I think he's got to be at least A because of the all the tournaments run what Rotom Wash or Heat.
Um, yeah, I see a lot of like wash and heat in there.
Yeah, I mean those are pretty good.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah, I'm
we've got to
thinking
put him in
A.
A.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so Roserade basically feels like a Gen 4 Pokemon, but I always forget that Rosalia came out in Gen 3, and then they just
Oh
added
yeah.
Badoo and Roserade, so
Oh, Badoo.
yeah. But Roserade,
Um,
pretty strong grass.
yeah.
Um, Not a huge fan of grass, as you can tell with Cherrim and Mormadam and Carnivine, but I would not be opposed to B tier.
I wouldn't be either.
Okay,
Like
kind of like the hair
it,
too.
yeah, that too. Like it, you just look like somebody that would work at a a florist or something.
I agree.
You know?
Or the lady that sprays you with the rose scented perfume
Oh yeah.
at the mall or
Here,
whatever.
try some of this.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want any of that. Ugh.
Ambipom. I
Oh,
just
Ambipom.
just give him another tail and a dumb haircut for the Apom.
Yeah, teach him double hit.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there was maybe one trainer that was really good with it in the game.
Mm,
That was it.
yeah, that was
It
probably
was
it.
it was basically the trainer that was just like, all right, here's the one for your Pokedex.
Yeah, really. Um, Now, let me be clear. I love Gen 4 because they gave all these additions to Pokemon that I feel needed it, like Apom. But this one just looks so dumb. Yeah, Apom probably needed it, but who has ever said they liked Ambipom? I don't think I've ever heard
Yeah,
it from anyone. So
I don't think so
I want to
either.
put him in E or F. What do you think?
Um, mm,
I mean, I don't like the design. He's just a normal type. He's Who cares about Apom? I mean, I really,
I would put him in E
okay.
because at least with him, I remember him.
Oh, I
Unlike
barely do.
the oh really? Oh, oh shoot.
No, but
Um
that's fine. That's fine.
yeah,
Okay. Miss Magius though.
I've never used a Miss Magnus.
Oh my gosh. I mean, just look, just design wise. I think
Oh
Mischievous looked so dumb, and now this Miss Magius looks amazing.
yes.
I think it's just a stronger ghost. Of course, I think a lot of these are just the stronger
Hmm.
version of their previous ones. But I mean, I just think aesthetic wise, one of the coolest looking ghosts. So I
Yep.
think no lower than B.
Yeah.
Okay.
B is perfect where you go. Yeah,
Haunch
I've never
Crow.
used one, so I have like no
No, nothing on it.
nothing.
Hmm.
Hanscrow on the other hand.
Oh yeah,
Ooh, you're a good boy, aren't you?
I agree. And again, the aesthetic, amazing.
Yep. Yep.
So I want to go A or B. What are you thinking?
Oh, mm, put that boy in A tier.
Yeah.
Cause at least he was used as one of the main baddies' main Pokemon.
Oh yeah, I think you're right.
I forgot who used it though. Who was it? Was it?
Jupiter or Mars? One of those.
Yeah, it was one of those.
Yeah, I think one of those. Um.
Oh, high F tier.
Yeah, Chingling. Yeah, I agree. F tier. We're getting
I mean,
into the babies. Yeah.
it's just like, why
Why
does,
Chimecho? Why did Chimecho need a baby form?
yeah, why?
It's kind of
Why
like
couldn't, why
why
couldn't Chimecho get an evolution?
exactly. Yeah, like I think a lot of baby forms are just useless.
A lot of them are, yeah.
I mean, you're giving a weak Pokemon, Chimecho, a weaker Pokemon. For what reason? For
Yeah.
cuteness, that's it.
Yeah,
So
for those that like the cute Pokemon.
yeah, I mean, I think it makes sense for like Electabuzz and Magmar, where they're like a decently strong Pokemon, and you give them a weaker one. Sure, that makes
Mhm.
sense. But like Pichu, useless. Igglybuff, useless.
Yeah. They're just there to be like, here you go, a
Yeah,
placeholder for what you really want.
yeah. So I mean, we got these other ones: Bonsly, Mime Jr., Happiny. Like,
Hmm. So, hmm. They're not quite F, at least for me.
okay,
Um, but there are ones that are better than others.
I agree. So I like Sudowoodo. So
Hmm.
Bonsly's pretty cool. So I do maybe like E.
Yeah, I'm thinking E for Bonsly.
Uh,
Um,
Mime Jr. I like how Mr. Mime was just a single evolution, and then now if you look at like Mr. Rhyme, it's a 3-stage Pokemon.
yeah.
So I do kind of like that just in concept. So I'd also keep it E. What do you
Yeah.
think? Okay.
Um, yeah, probably E. And then Happiny I'd put in D.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I like Happiny just a little bit more because it's a little easier to get a Chansey that way and then to get a Blissey.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right.
And I think that line actually needed a baby type, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It
I
makes a
think you're right.
little more sense for them to have like a baby line.
Yeah, because Chansey was pretty strong, and I think
Yeah.
this could be debated as well with Snorlax and Mantine. I think.
Oh, put Munchlax up in S tier right now. Love that little boy.
I kind of agree. I really like Snorlax, so that's fine.
Yep.
But Mantike,
Oh, yeah.
F. What are you thinking?
Uh, sure, yeah. Yeah, because he's just a tinier version of his evolved form.
Yeah, I agree. And then I think wasn't originally the only way you could evolve them is if you had like a Remoraid in your party.
I want to say yes.
And then, I mean, obviously, I think they had to change that.
Yeah.
No, it's still the same. I mean,
Oh, is it?
yeah. So actually, when you're thinking about it, baby Pokemon, you have to have a Wave Incense to even get this,
Mm.
and then to evolve it, you have to have a Remoraid in your party. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I think the reason why I thought they changed that is because I think in the newer models of Mantine, they don't have the Remoraid on it. So for
Does it
some,
not?
yeah, I don't think it does.
Oh.
Okay, Weavile.
Ooh, Weavile. Ooh. Mixed feelings about you, Weavile. Only
Okay.
because it kind of like the same thing we had with Purugly,
Mm.
where it's like, or was it Purugly? I think it was Purugly. Yeah, it was just like I love to use you when I have you, and you're great when I have you,
But hate
but
to go up against
battling
you.
you,
Uh-huh.
yeah, it's just like God.
I
Why do I have to
agree.
fight a Weavile right now?
I think unique typing. I love it.
Yeah,
He was so hindered in the first like three generations because of the physical special split. You know, with the
yeah,
typing and stuff. So thank goodness in Gen 4 they fixed Sneasel and Weavile. But still, just it looks cool, types cool, aesthetically he's cool, but I'm indifferent besides that. So I mean, if
hmm
Perugly's in C, do you want to have Weavile in C?
I kind of want to put Weavile in B
Oh, okay,
because I will at least use Weavile more than Purugly.
I mean I would agree there. So okay,
Yeah,
so B sounds good.
yeah.
Magnezone,
So you're another tough one.
I like Magnezone.
I do too.
Okay, uh,
I'm,
I'm
and
thinking
also another cool one for like evolving too, because you have to
yeah
be in a certain area,
yeah.
and there's
Here's
a couple too that we'll get to as well that are
yeah
like that.
yeah, and I mean we're starting to get into it. It makes sense in like the 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 thinking of the games. Like, why didn't in Generation One we be able to evolve our Magnetons into Magnezones? Like, oh well, they didn't have that location in Kanto. You're like, oh okay, fine. Or your Weavile couldn't hold a Quick Claw or whatever. Like, oh okay, that's fine. But
Yeah,
then it just makes them super hard to evolve, and they've had to change their stuff so much that it's just kind of annoying.
yeah,
So
and especially with Magnezone to the point because with him, it just kind of changed to just using a Thunderstone, didn't it?
maybe I don't know if it did.
Because I think either that or you had to evolve him in a Thunderstorm, at
God.
least with like Sword and Shield, which, oof. Hold on, let me.
Ugh. No, the only thing
Yeah.
I'm seeing here is all the
Oh no, that's the
locations: Mount
next.
Coronet, Chargestone Cave, Route
Wait,
13, New Mauville, Vast Pony Canyon. Yeah, I don't know how
let
you
me
evolve them in the new ones.
let me check Sword and Shield real quick.
I know that's how they changed Leafeon and Glacion, is they just gave them Leaf Stones and Ice Stones, which
Yeah, which
I don't like.
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Let's see, Magnemite.
it's great for
Magnesite, here we go.
making it easier, but come on.
Yeah, like
You,
at least have some sort of thing.
you could have had a
Oh
little spot.
shoot, not. I'm on the Go Pokedex. Oops.
Because it's the same thing with Probopass. I think Probopass needs to be in the same place that Magnezone does.
Yeah, Pro Pass is the same way.
But if they gave Nosepass a Thunderstone to gain the Steel typing for Probopass, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But,
All right. So for Sword and Shield,
mm-hmm.
yep, Sword and Shield, you need a Thunderstone for.
That's so weird. And I
Yeah.
hate that.
Yep.
Well, then I'm thinking A or B. Because, I mean, that just
Yeah.
made me even
Yeah.
sadder.
B.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just had to evolve
Sorry.
them.
Sorry. Licky licky.
Like,
Wi-Fi signal.
yeah. Yeah, and quite a unique name, I must say.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
took a genius to think of that name. So,
From
I
Lickitung to Licky licky.
exactly. So I really don't like him. E or F is what I'm thinking. What about you?
So I, in my time of growing up, I've actually kind of grown quite fond of Licky licky.
Oh, okay.
So I'm thinking D tier.
I'm fine with that.
Like,
Fine.
don't get me wrong, not too high up, but
Right.
I've grown a little fond of the Wi-Fi signal.
Rhyperior. Um,
Oh,
I I think he's great. I mean,
he is. It's
design's a little
just,
busy,
yeah,
but I mean, especially compared to Rhyhorn and Rhydon, which were just basically just
I know.
rhinos that looked rocky. I mean,
I just keep thinking back to Rhydon, just how perfect his design is.
yeah, yeah,
Like,
that's true. But
and then Rhyperior, like you said, is so busy, and
I,
then its speed significantly drops.
yeah, but his attack significantly increases,
True. Yeah.
which
So,
I think makes up for it. The
yeah.
only real bad thing I've got against Rhyperior is just his design's busy. Otherwise, I'd put
Yeah,
him really, really high up. So I don't want to put him lower than C.
I don't either.
Okay, so
Um,
B or A or what are you thinking? Sounds like you don't want to put him in A, so B.
I'm sorry. This one's actually really hard for me because I love Rhydon and I do like using Rhyperior,
Yeah.
but mm,
I mean, I like Rhyperior more than Rhydon, so for me,
yeah.
it's not an issue. But I mean, it's whatever. I mean, I'm
You
fine
know
with
what?
A, B, or C. I'm fine with A, B, or C.
Let's put him in. Let's put him in. Why is this so hard? You know what? You know what? Put him in C
Okay.
because I see somebody else that I've used as well that I want to put in B or higher.
Okay. Okay. And of course, when we go through at the end, we can always readjust too.
True. Yeah.
Tangrowth.
Tangrowth. Kind of the same thing with Licky Licky for me.
I agree. So you just want to put him
Yeah.
in D then?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
Now Electivire.
Ooh.
I really like what they do with Electivire and
I did
Magmortar.
too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to
Yeah,
go.
these two we kind of got to talk about at the same time.
Yeah, I put them here. I think a lot of these are sort of like couples. So
Yeah.
I think Miss Magius and Honchcrow are a couple.
Mhm.
Licky Licky and Tangrowth are a couple. Weavile and Gliscor are a couple. And I think, of course, Magnezone and Probopass. And then uh, Electivire and Magmortar sort of seem like couples. They always
Yeah.
pair
Well,
those
they're
two
almost
together.
if you think about it, they're kind of almost in a trio with Rhyperior.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, yeah, I can see
Or
that.
maybe a quad when we put Dusknoir in there.
I can see that as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like them.
These two are so much more superior though.
I agree. I'm glad that they made Electabuzz and Magmar stronger. Their way
Yes.
of evolving, kind of tough, but whatever.
Yeah. It's nothing we haven't seen before.
Right. So I immediately just want to put them both in A, but
Ooh. So I would put Electivire in S and Magmortar in A.
okay. Why?
I think
What's the difference?
I think I like Electivire's design more
Okay.
because it's more for me. It's more of the step up from where Electabuzz was, whereas
Mm-hmm.
Magmortar compared to Magmar, for me it just seems a little off
Hmm.
in a way.
Okay.
Um,
I would agree with you on Electivire. I think his
yeah,
design definitely goes up, but I like Magmortar's design way more than Magmar.
interesting. Okay,
I mean, I love the little arm blaster cannon thing.
yeah.
I think they really fixed his duck lip and his butt face that Magmar had. I just really like his design more.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I'd pair them together. I do like electric more than fire though, so for that reason I
Yeah.
would be fine with putting S and A. Um,
Okay.
if that's what you want to do, S and A.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, just because. Yeah, because Electivire two,
Hmm.
like you, you kind of, rem- I don't want to say you remember him more because then I just look back at F tier and look at those nobodies.
Yeah.
But I remember Magmar more than Magmortar,
Oh, okay. Well, for me, these two are
and
the
yeah,
exact same,
mm,
but I like electric type more than fire type, so
yeah,
I'm fine with this.
yeah, and with them being like together and all that, like it's very nitpicky between the two, you know.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so
Togekiss though.
Togekiss got better with the fairy typing.
Yeah. And
Just
this
just
Serene
gonna throw that
Grace and
out there.
Air Slash just
Hmm.
flinches for days. I
Yeah.
absolutely love it. Just so toxic, and I love it.
Yep. Love it.
So I want to put
Um.
him in S tier.
Okay.
Okay.
And S tier it is.
Yon Mega.
Mm.
So I know I like bugs, but come on.
What? You don't like Yan Mega?
I mean, I didn't really like Yanma, and then
Okay.
Yon Mega. Why wouldn't they give him a dragon type? Like, why wouldn't you? He's a dragonfly.
Okay. I could see that argument. Yeah.
And I mean, it's just a bigger Yanma, which wasn't anything special. Like, how many bug
Mm.
and flying types do we have?
Too many.
Yeah. I mean, the only difference between the bug and flying types are their moves and their stats, and he doesn't have any special moves or stats,
Yeah.
so I'm kind of a C.
Yeah. C's fine.
Okay.
I'm cool with C.
Leafeon and Glacion.
Ooh.
Which one's your favorite between the two?
Leafeon.
Oh, I like Glacion.
Ooh. Okay. Well, this should be fun.
I like how Glaceon kind of has that haircut that looks
Mm-hmm.
like well, now it kind of reminds me of like an Inkling from
Oh yeah.
Splatoon.
I could see that. Um. Yeah. I could see that. I think with me with Leafeon is I can visualize it attacking with like Leaf Blade or something.
Yeah.
And I can just see it. I can actually visualize Leafeon like having fun in a field or something,
Mm.
and whereas Glaceon, I'm just like, oh look, another Pokemon,
Right. Uh,
and that sounds negative, but it's just compared to the other two, between the two, you know.
right. Yeah, I agree. I mean, if you look at both of them and say to like, hey, your mom or whatever, guess the types of these. Obviously, Leaf. This one, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Leafeon does a better job with that. But that tail looks so fragile. That looks like one of
Yeah,
those,
I could see that.
those crinkle leaves or whatever. So
Yeah,
I don't know. I think they're pretty much the same. I
yeah.
of course favor Glaceon more, but if you favor Leafeon more, then I think we should put them equal in A or B tier. What do you think?
Hmm. I'm thinking B tier for both of them.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
about to say because yeah, A might be too high for a evolution that isn't a bug type. So I don't know if you guys know I like bug types. So
Yeah. Ooh,
Glyce
Glyce.
score.
Another one that's actually kind of fond in my heart.
Yeah, that ground and flying type is really good.
Yeah.
Obviously not as good as Landorus, but
Well, didn't it lose its flying part for Dark?
I'm pretty sure it's still a flying ground.
I thought it turned dark.
Let
It's
me.
like evolved it late at night.
Yeah, flying in ground, Glyce
Oh.
score. Yeah.
Oh. All right.
Really high defense.
Yeah. Yes. Really fun to use. Yeah. I don't know. He was in my first team
Hmm.
when I played, the one that I learned about, oh, having an item and being, because I think you had to
Right.
like give him the item and it had to be like after 8 o'clock at night or something, and he would
Yeah.
evolve.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think one of them was in the day and one was at night.
Yeah,
Um, God, it's so weird.
I know. Well, that's
Uh,
like Lucario. He only had to be happy during the day.
Day, right.
Yeah.
Uh,
Um,
yeah, nighttime holding a razor fang.
yeah.
So, I think that's a lot better than holding a razor fang and trading. I mean, if
Yeah.
you don't have friends, so
Exactly. Um.
yeah, I think he's fine. I'd put no lower than C.
Ooh, no lower than C.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of,
Hmm.
I don't feel anything really special about Glyce
Okay.
score. I mean, I
Uh.
kind of see him the same as Weavile. He's cool looking,
Yeah.
cool type, but I've never really used him. I've never had
Hmm.
the urge to use him.
Well, he's pretty fun to use. Tell you what, we'll put him in C, and then when you use him, retroactively go back and put him in B.
Well, I'm fine with putting him in B.
Oh, okay, then let's put him in B.
Okay, I just wouldn't put him. I
Yeah,
was thinking. I mean, I'm fine with wiggling around the C. I mean, that's fine.
yeah, yeah. Because like
Um,
I look at everybody else in C, I'm just like, oh,
yeah.
Glycecore's kind of better than some of those.
Well, we could put him high. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, yeah. B. Yeah, that's fine.
yeah.
Mamoswine, I absolutely love.
Same here. So this is the one. Why this is why I put Rhyperior in C,
Okay.
because this beefy boy
Mm-hmm.
is I think he's my favorite tank to use uh in Gen 4.
Okay. Yeah, he's one of them up there. I mean, I like
Yeah.
Bastiodon and Hippowdon, but yeah, I like him too. So I'm thinking
Yeah.
S or A. It's up to you.
Ooh, S or A. I'm thinking
Because yeah, I love him. I love him as S, so I'd
yeah,
be
I do
fine. But
too.
um,
You know what? Let's put him in S.
all right.
Yeah, let's put him up there. Get up there, buddy.
Porygon Z.
Another one I keep forgetting exists.
Man, his special attack is so high. He's so funny. I'm just upset that he didn't get the new move Conversion Z, because
Oh,
Porygon
really?
got, yeah. I mean, because Porygon had Conversion, and then Porygon 2 got Conversion 2, and they didn't give Porygon Z anything new. Like,
Huh.
should have given him Conversion Z.
Interesting.
Yeah, but no new move. Just beefed up stats. Um,
Oh.
I think I think one of the only Pokemon that can be like that can evolve 2 times and still be level 1, with the
Yeah,
trading. So,
yeah, I think so.
um but yeah, I always liked him. So I was thinking A or B.
I've never used them,
Okay.
so I'll let you be the judge of that.
Then I say A tier. I mean, he is just
Okay.
a normal type, but that high special attack and
Yeah.
that coverage, oh, always good. Uh
Oh.
Galade?
Ooh. A sleek design, I'll say that, and an
Mhm.
interesting typing.
Another Mega Evolution. Just like I told
Oh
you,
yeah.
we're gonna get a bunch.
Yeah.
I like how um, male routes cannot be a Gardevoir. Still can,
Yeah.
gender equality, but I'm glad it can also be a Galade. The
hmm
typing's weird because the stats really don't match,
Yeah.
but
And like they tried to make up for it for like things like Psycho Cut and
right.
like some other moves you can teach it and all that. Zen
But
Headbutt,
yeah,
things like that. Yeah.
but it's still not great. Um, I don't know. I'm doing a playthrough of Alpha Sapphire, and I caught a Ralts, and as soon as it evolved into a Curlia, I traded over a
Yeah.
Dawnstone from one of my other games and just have a Glade. So I'm kind of liking him now, but still, just the stats, the moves aren't fantastic for his typing. Um,
Yeah.
so I'm thinking
And that's what's odd. Like
C or
he's
B.
not the only one that is like that,
Right.
but I just can't think of the other ones to use as the example.
What? Psychic and fighting?
No, for like odd typings, for like typings that don't
Oh,
match
right.
their stats.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, yeah, there's a lot.
yeah.
I can't think of
So
any
what were you
either.
thinking?
B or C. I mean,
I think B.
okay.
So that way the internet doesn't yell at us.
Yeah. Probopass.
Oh, Probopass.
I like him. His design's really weird, but I'm kind of used to
Yeah,
it now.
yeah, same here.
Plus, I really think Olivia from Sun and Moon really cemented Probopass as a really cool Pokemon in my eyes.
I think she did too. Yeah, I
So,
would agree with that.
A tier?
Ooh, A tier. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Speaking of the internet,
Yeah. Dusk Noir, not a fan. I mean, a Tanky Ghost, that's cool, but I would
yeah,
prefer Drifblim for a Tanky Ghost.
Yeah, like Dusknoir is cool in concept,
Right.
but and then when you get one and you use one, you're like, oh, this is
Yeah.
what you are.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
I mean, I would prefer Dusclops over Dusknoir.
Yeah. At least you could give it a Eviolite, boost up
Yeah,
his stats.
yeah. But I mean, other than that, I mean, the design's cool and all that,
Yeah, the design's cool. I
Yeah,
don't know. C or D is what I'm thinking.
yeah. I'm thinking C.
Okay.
Yeah.
Being nice. Okay, the last one that's not a legendary or mythical, Frostless.
Hmm. Ooh, you are a toughie.
I think Ghost on Ice is still unique.
Yeah.
Um, the Snow Cloak's really cool. I really like how Candace used um, the Abominous Snow setting up Snow Warning, and then Frostless with the Snow Cloak in Platinum.
Yes.
But like really fragile.
Yeah. I've only used one maybe a couple times, and it did fine. But yeah, just like what you said, very. I mean, kind of like a lot of ice types, very fragile.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, like. But design's pretty cool.
I agree.
Evolving is pretty good.
Yeah,
Giving Snowrun another version, kind of like the same thing with like Ralts and all that.
yeah. With Galade, I agree.
Yeah,
I don't know. C or B. What do you think?
I'm thinking B because
Okay.
it can at least do something.
Yeah, yeah. I
You
can
know?
always do something. Set up with like the right team and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, legendary
Oh,
time. I think probably the worst trio of legendaries.
um,
As much as I
with
love Gen 4, just
in design, yes, but in story, I would say probably the best.
okay, story, I agree. But
Yeah,
design bad. Uh,
yeah,
we came from the previous 3 generations where they were all different types, with
yeah,
Zapdos, Articuno, and then the Regis and the Raikou Entei. And then we just have 3 psychics where when you're just a dumb kid, you don't realize that stats matter.
yeah,
And now you're like, oh, this one's tankier, this one's got more attack, this one's just neutral. Like,
yeah,
yeah, but still, they're not. For me, they're kind of like just carbon copies of each other.
yeah. It's just like, oh, which one would you prefer to look at more?
Right.
Yeah. So,
Um, so I immediately just want to put all 3 of them in like D tier.
yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at them, I'm just like, okay, yeah, go D, because
Exactly.
A, at least I remember you, and B, you're not that useless.
Yeah. Um, Heatran though,
Yeah,
Fire and
late in,
Steel.
late in the game, yeah, good typing.
Yeah.
Well, decent type. Yeah, decent typing.
Yeah.
Hmm. I don't know what kind of makes him a legendary. Like at least with the others, when that's always been my problem with Heatran. It's just like, okay, I see you and I get you. Well, no, I see you, but I don't get you. Like, what's your purpose? Like,
Well, Mount
yeah, like,
Cornet was the huge mountain in Sinnoh, and what you could find him in there, like in the dormant volcano or whatever. So I mean, obviously
well,
he's the
yeah, because
legendary
like
of the mountain.
yeah, well that was the thing. He was on another mountain.
Oh, he wasn't on
Because
Cornet.
no, he was in like it was like the post game area, and you go
Oh,
into
okay,
that mountain.
that mountain. Oh, yep, yep.
Yeah,
I'm
because
remembering now.
Mount Cornet's all about like Dialga, Palkia,
Yeah,
and
yeah, I'm remembering now.
Giratina.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
so
uh,
it's just like, oh, you're some powerful Pokemon of this mountain.
well, I would say if you're looking at the other volcano legendary Pokemon, well, Mythical Volcanion, I think Heatran's so much better.
Yeah.
Design
Yeah.
wise, type
Oh,
wise.
design. Yeah, design wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't I really like his design, his typing,
Yeah.
his I think one of the only few gendered legendary Pokemon.
Oh. Oh yeah. He
Yeah.
does have a gender, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Or
Um
she?
It can be either, I think.
Yeah.
But I like him. I like his
Yeah.
move set, his stats. I mean, I'd put him in A tier if it were up to me.
Okay. I'm thinking A or B. I mean,
Okay.
and like I said all the negative stuff about it. It's just I want more of a reason to care, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
But everything else you said was fine.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna put him in A tier.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cresselia. Tanky.
Yeah.
Just another psychic though. Designs. Between the Moon duo, I prefer Darkrai.
Yeah.
And I also have a story with Cresselia. So,
Ooh.
what in the original games it was a wandering Pokemon, right? Like,
Yes, because like you had to discover it on some island,
yeah.
and then it would be a wandering one.
So right there, hate that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon through the Warp Ride, I was shiny hunting
Mhm.
the legendaries, and I found Cresselia. I had like 1,000 resets for a shiny Cresselia. Found one and battled with it for so long it used up all its moves and struggled itself to death.
Oh no.
So I had to do an extra 2,000 soft resets to find a second shiny Cresselia and finally caught it. So I
Oh
hate
no.
it on principle just for that. I mean, God,
Um. Well, I will say this. At least for me, it's better than the three spirit Pokemon.
I agree. I mean, I wasn't gonna put it in D. I was thinking C.
Yeah. C is
Okay,
C for Cresselia.
perfect.
Yes.
Regigigas is my favorite Reggie.
Oh. 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 Favorite Reggie. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. I think he's a disappointment.
I mean, the slow start's the worst thing about him.
Yep. It's all that slow start.
Yeah, I think it's all that
Like,
slow start.
yep. Like the design is cool and the
Yes.
concept's cool. I'm like,
Yes.
great, awesome. But
Yes.
God, that slow start, man.
The lore of the content puller, the continent
Hmm.
puller, content. That's me, the content puller. Now the continent puller, I love,
Yes.
but yeah, that slow start's just. But
That's.
I always had him in my late game, and
Hmm.
he's just so tanky ish that after those 5 turns of just setting up, then he just steamrolls.
Yeah, and I think that was my problem. Like, because when I first used him, I wasn't much of the setup kind of person.
Right.
So I was just like, oh, the slow start is horrible, and
Mm-hmm.
he would already be at half health
Yeah.
by those 5 turns,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, all right, now we can get to business.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. It
back
does suck,
then,
but
yeah,
so I think me personally, I'd put him in S or A, but his slow start does suck. So I'm thinking C or B. What about you?
I am comfortable with a B tier.
Okay.
Yeah,
Put him
because
in B.
again, like content, not content, concept, and design, all that stuff is great. It's just,
Right.
man, that if it wasn't for that slow start, you would probably be an S.
And I absolutely love how you get him in Diamond and Pearl. I mean,
Oh yeah, that too.
it. I always said one of the hardest Pokemon to capture because you had to go through that whole charade in Diamond and Pearl, which
Hmm.
meant that you had to have the 3 Reggies, which means you had to go through all that charade in Ruby and Sapphire with
Yep.
the like Whale Lord and the Relicanth and the Braille, and I mean, yeah. So I really
Yeah.
like how you get them more games need to be like that.
Yeah, Sword and Shield.
Exactly. Don't just give us a dumb puzzle. Come on. Dialga and Palkia, which is your favorite between the two?
Dialga.
Oh, I agree. I agree.
Yep. Dialga is much better than Palkia and can stomp the floor with Palkia.
Okay. S tier then?
Yes.
Okay.
Plus,
Palkia.
Palkia, I mean, I kind of want to put him also in S tier. How about A tier?
Okay, that's fine.
All right, cool. Because I do like Palkia. It's just Dialga's much better.
Much, much better. I mean,
Yeah.
like, Steel Dragon was unique at the time. Water Dragon wasn't. You're just a bigger
Yeah.
Kingdra. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of unique typing, though, well,
Ooh, yeah.
Dragapult ruined
Especially
that.
what was it, the origin form?
Oh, yeah. That origin form was so cool.
Yes.
I mean, S tier?
Yeah.
Do we need to say anything else?
No.
It's
No, it's Giratina.
Giratina, exactly. The two everyone always forget, Manaphy and Fion.
Well, I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but Theo needs to get into F tier.
I agree.
Okay, good. It's just like, why?
It's got half the
Why?
stats as, I mean, it's 50 across the board. Like, you're,
Yeah.
I think they basically have around the same moves. Like, yeah, no. I feel
Yeah.
like they were like, 492, we got to have one more. Make a baby form of this one. I mean,
Yeah.
the idea is cool,
Oh, yeah,
but
being able to make a baby out of a
yeah,
legendary.
yeah.
It's cool.
Manaphy, though, still isn't great.
No, it's not.
So I'm thinking E.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm fine with E.
Darkrai.
Ooh.
I love Darkrai.
I do too.
S tier?
And I love the story that goes with Darkrai in the
Oh,
game.
oh, me too. With the
Oh,
boy having
it's so good.
nightmares and
Yep.
oh yeah,
Yeah, S tier. It can't be anything lower than that.
I agree.
We told you guys that this was going to be very top heavy.
Yeah, I'm running out of space on the S tier because
Yeah.
Gen 4 is so good.
No. Which is sad because we've also said some very negative things about some of these guys.
Well, when I get to my Gen 3 one,
Ooh.
you'll see it's going to be very bottom heavy.
Ooh.
I think
Well,
I don't like Gen 3.
yeah. Yeah, when you look at it, it's just like, yeah.
Yeah. Shaman.
Shaman, I'm kind of in the middle with.
Really, I don't prefer him. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
the sky forms, whatever.
Yeah.
It's a grass, like whatever. It's whatever. Like
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's just kind of in the middle of the road for me.
I mean, when you look at mythicals, I think if you're including Fiona as a mythical, I think Gen 4's got the most mythicals, but then they also have like 3 of the worst with like 2 of the best.
True. Yeah.
And then if you look at other generations, like Generation 3 had 2 amazing mythicals with Jirachi and Deoxys.
Yeah.
Generation 5 had amazing mythicals, except for Meloetta, but Generation 6 had great mythicals. Like, just Gen 4 didn't do good with mythicals, I think.
No. Yeah,
So,
they didn't really.
so Shaman, I want to put no higher than D tier.
I am perfectly fine with D tier.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, of course, blessed be his name,
God.
Arceus.
God.
I mean, S tier.
Uh, yeah.
How can you not?
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's God tier.
So
Yeah,
good.
just keep Arceus up there.
So good that
Yeah.
a whole evil villainous group tried to create an Arceus and could
I
not.
was just gonna say that.
Yeah, with dumb type null and Silvally or
Oh,
whatever. I mean,
I like Type Null.
I do not.
Oh.
Okay, so
Yeah.
here is our rankings right now, but if you've ever seen my videos before, I go into each individual row and rearrange them so that the best
Okay.
is on the left, the worst is on the right, so it'd be like a S plus, S minus.
Okay.
So, you want to start from the bottom?
Yum.
Which is the best
Yeah.
of the F tier?
The best of the worst.
Yeah.
Gosh. What is the best from the worst? Um, Probably keep. What is it? Oh, damn! Now I'm even forgetting its name. Cherim?
Yeah, Jerem.
I keep Cherim there.
Okay.
Um, then probably bring up Fiona or
Oh, you
Fiona
think
or however you
number
say it.
2? Yeah.
Yeah, because of the cool way you can get them.
Right. And then I feel like
Um,
the baby have to be at the bottom.
yeah, because at least with you, I forget you,
Yeah.
or
With
I remember to forget you. Yeah,
Luminion, yeah.
yeah,
And then what are you good with these?
yeah. I'm good with that.
Okay. E
Keep
tier.
the little E tier. Let's start with Pachirisu.
Oh, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
But
Um,
then I feel like we have to have a bug pretty high.
yeah. So I'm fine with Mothim staying up there.
Okay.
Um, Same with Bronzong.
Right. That's what I was thinking too.
Maybe Chatot too can
Okay.
stay
Yeah,
where he's
because we
at.
were debating putting him higher.
Yeah.
I think Manaphy's got to go next.
Yeah, Manaphy next, and then
The
Ambipom.
babies have to go. I like Pseudo Wudo more than Mr.
Yeah.
Mime, yeah. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, that's fine.
D tier, I feel like, I mean, we have to keep Infernape here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
And then, I mean, I would say we should keep a bug up high, but I'm seeing, I mean, Licky Licky or Tangrowth, I think I prefer more than Wormadam.
Yeah.
So you
I
agree there?
yeah.
Okay.
Probably yeah, Licky Licky then Tangrowth, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. And then let's go. Yeah, I'd say Wormadam. I think Wormadam is better than these legendaries.
It well yeah. That Wormadam's definitely better than the legendaries. But
Uh,
just seeing him above Drapion hurts.
and then we can put Drapion if that makes you feel better.
Fine. Just
I had
my
to
boy.
veto that. I had to
I
veto that.
know, I know. It's just oh my boy. Honestly, the rest looks fine.
Okay, I'm good with that too.
Actually, put Shaman above the spirits, I think.
Okay,
Yeah. Yep. There we go. That's
awesome.
better.
C tier. I feel
Mm.
like we were complaining, like we were going back and forth with Rhyperior. We have to put him pretty high up in C tier.
I'd put him at the top of C tier then.
Okay, I
I
agree.
think.
And then we were also going back and forth with Purugly and Skunk Tank. So
I would say uh put Skuntank next.
okay, I would agree. I like Skunk Tank more than Purugly. And then
Oh, so
Purugly,
excuse me. Um Honestly, I put Floatzel before Purugly.
I was actually exactly thinking the same thing.
Yeah, maybe oh my gosh, maybe even Lopunny before Purugly.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Maybe.
I know I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus those two went out on a date. They like each other, so.
I really Carnivine has to go back here for me.
Yeah, put Carnivine back there.
Uh, I feel like Cresselia's got to go up next,
Yeah.
and then Yon Mega.
Yeah, because I like his design more than Dusk Noir.
Oh, I do
Plus,
too.
I can use a Yen Mega more than
Then it does
Dusk
more.
Noir.
I fully
Yeah.
agree. Ooh, okay, we're getting into the tough ones.
Ooh.
B tier. I don't know why
Yeah.
Cricketoon was so high up. I mean, it's got to be bottom B tier.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was up high up there because of like the numbers and all that.
right? Yeah. Yeah. So
Um.
it's got to be bottom
hmm,
B at least.
Yeah. Oh shoot.
Boy, this one's gonna be tough. Um,
My bias keeps saying put Glycecore at the top, but that's just bias.
and I'm fine with him being up there, but
Yeah.
I want to look
Maybe like
more.
second
Yeah,
or
second, but
third.
to second to who?
Hmm.
I mean, I feel like I want to put either Regigigas, Magnezone, Bastiodon, one of those up at the top. Maybe Drifblim?
You know what? Put Driftblim at 1.
Okay.
Put Magnezone at 2.
Okay.
And then we'll put Glycecore at
Glycecore
3.
3. I'm fine with
Yeah.
that.
And then... Hmm. Then probably Regigigas.
Okay, I'm also fine with that.
Yeah. Um... Maybe Galade next?
Okay. I'm fine with that. I think on the bottom next to Cricketoon though we have to have Rose Raid.
Yeah, that I'm fine with that.
Yeah. And then maybe even the evolutions.
Probably put them
Yeah,
near the bottom
towards the
too.
back too. Because I mean, come
Yeah.
on, compared to these. I want to do Bastiodon next. What do you think?
I keep thinking of Bastiodon. So.
And then do you want to have Rampardos next to him, or do you think one of these other three are better?
Oh yeah, put Frostless next to Bastiodon.
Okay.
Then
I mean, I
probably
still think Rampardos is better than Miss Magius and
those two.
Weavile.
All right, then yeah, we'll put Rampardos there.
Okay. I think Weavile should go next.
Yes.
Yep.
And then there.
And then we'll do these two.
Yeah. Roserade and Cricketoon.
Looks
Okay.
good to me.
Yeah, I'm cool with
A tier. Ooh.
that. I guess let's start who goes in the back.
Yeah, we'd have to look at who goes in the back. I'm thinking uh,
Either Gastrodon or
Gastrodon,
Probopass.
Staraptor, Okay, if you're so adamant with him being back there, we'll put him.
I mean, we gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, we have to start somewhere.
Yeah.
You were really adamant about putting Palkia in S tier as well, so I'm thinking he should be one or two in A tier.
Yeah, one or two in A tier, I think.
So which of these would be better than Palkia though? Because I'm for Empoleon or Spiritomb being better than Palkia. I mean, both. I'm fine with them both being better, but I mean,
I think let's go Empoleon, Spiritomb, and Palkia.
okay, I'm good with
I think,
that.
yeah, I think that's fair because yeah, you are right about Empoleon and Spiritomb.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Um,
And then I would just want to do. I mean, I like Heatran. I mean, we were kind of debating putting Abomasnow this high, even.
yeah, yeah, Abomasnow might be more like in the middle, closer to the end
Yeah,
part.
I think I would agree there.
Um,
I'm thinking Heatran.
I don't know why, but I keep looking at Honchkrow.
I do like Honchkrow, but I wouldn't put him above Heatran. So you want to do
Yeah.
Heatran then Honchkrow?
Hmm. Hmm. What about Magmortar? What's
Ugh. I mean, yeah, I was thinking he would be
is it
equal to Electivire, but I don't think he's better than. I mean, I would put like
okay?
Heatran, Honchkrow, Rotom, Porygon Z, Magmortar, Probopass.
All right,
Yeah.
let's do that then. Let's do that and see how that looks.
Okay, so I'd put like
Yeah.
Heatran,
Okay.
Honchkrow,
Okay.
Rotom, Porygon Z, Probopass, Magmortar. How does that look to you?
Hmm. I kind of want to put Abomasnow above Probopass.
Okay. Um. So do we just want to move them down?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with that too.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. That looks a little better.
looks better to you.
Yeah.
Okay, the hardest one.
Yeah.
I mean,
We'll keep
Arceus
Arceus where he
has
is.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah, has to
Yeah.
be.
Just he is the tier.
No doubt about it. Yeah.
Um. Well, I guess put the meme at the bottom of it.
Right.
Yeah, he should be at the bottom of it.
And honestly, I mean, Munchlax probably should be down there too.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe even Vespiquen. I mean, Vespiquen's good, but compared to these,
Yeah, compared to the others, it's like oh,
um,
oh girl.
maybe even.
I'm thinking Hippowdon.
Yeah. I mean, compared to those, yeah, Hippowdon's got to be down there. Maybe
Yeah,
even Luxray, because we're starting to get to low middle.
yeah,
Because I mean, like Luxray or Electivire. I mean, Electivire.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Exactly.
Um.
Mm,
Okay. Well, let's look at number 2. So, I think Torterra,
Hmm.
Lucario, Garchomp, those would be great options. And then so would these legendaries, Dialga,
Yeah.
Giratina, and Darkrai. So
I kind of.
those have to be upper level.
Yeah. Hmm.
I mean, Garchomp for being such a great pseudo. Lucario is basically the face of Gen 4. We put all these other starters at the very front, and Torterra is our favorite.
Yeah.
But then Dialga's. I mean, I honestly would probably put Dialga behind these.
Yeah.
Giratina.
Kind of the same with Giratina,
Yeah,
if I'm being
I'd actually
honest.
put him behind Dialga. But
What, like, oh yeah.
yeah, but then I'd put Darkrai above those two. So I'd be good with the placements of these three, like Darkrai, then Dialga, then
Yeah.
Giratina.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm good with those
Okay.
three.
But
Those
then,
three though.
yeah, I don't know if one of these is going to go before them or two or none or so.
So I kind of want to flip that order. So go Garchomp,
First,
yeah,
then
and then Lucario
I'm fine with that, honestly.
and Torterra,
It
yeah.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but do you think Garchomp's better than these three?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, okay. So then
Yeah.
we'll put him up here. Now, do you think Lucario? I mean, Lucario has to go above.
Yeah. I think the order we have here,
Right here's good.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, I would agree too.
Because there is a Torterra bias here, so
Yeah, you can send your hate mail to my email address listed
yeah.
on the description below.
Hmm.
So then these four, um, Toxicroak's my favorite Gen 4, so I want to put him up here.
Yeah.
Are you okay with him being above these?
I'd at least put Electivire above him, I think.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. But above the others, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And I mean, this Togekiss is just so good.
Yeah. And Togekiss has just gotten better with
Uh huh.
again the fairy typing.
I agree. So you good
So
with this?
yeah.
Okay. And then for these last five, who do we want to put first, Luxray or Hippowdon?
I think Luxray
Yeah, he's
and
just so
then
cool.
Hippowdon. Yeah.
And then Vespiquen,
Yeah.
and then Munchlax or Bibarel.
Yeah, Munchlax then the barrel.
Awesome. Okay,
Yeah.
take a good look,
Yep.
everyone.
The definitive list.
The definitive list. You don't have to watch any other video or look at any other picture, nothing. This is it, decided by two Gen 4 Pokemon experts.
Yeah,
So,
like I tell my nephew, I am the Pokemon master.
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, two seasoned experts right here. We've decided the facts right here and there.
Yep.
Arceus is the best. Chingling's the worst. So,
Yep.
all right. Well, thank you all very much for watching this super awesome tier list for all the Gen 4 Pokemon featuring myself and my illustrious guest, Mr. Whawkins.
Well, thank you for having me on here. I'm glad I was able to come on for a tier list video and to talk Pokemon with people.
Oh, me too. And make sure you all go and subscribe to his channel. If you watch this video and you're not subscribed, then shame on you.
Shame on you. Shame on your cow.
You
However, the rest of
deserve
the line goes.
to waste your master ball on a Chingling. So
Oh, fate worse than death.
I agree. But no,
Yeah.
thank you so much again for coming on, and thank you all very much for watching.